Hello and welcome, and today let's talk about the Blood Angels in this oversimplified lore video. The Blood Angels are the 9th Legion originally, and of course they've broke off into successors such as the Flesh Tearers and the Knights of Vermilion. They first were led by the Primarch Sanguinius, or Sanguinus, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Everyone misses the second item of Guilliman anyway, so fuck it, why don't we just miss this one too? So when he landed on Bal Secundus, he rose to the top and killed all the mutants. You know, Wolverine, Deadpool, Cyclops. He just fucked them all over, and became the ultimate angelic badass that he is. He is singularly the most badass, breaking Kabanda over his own knee and busting up his back, Bane style. Though to be fair, in the first confrontation, Kabanda. Yeah, that's better. Capanda. Stupid, doesn't know how to reproduce and gets fat. Reproduce and gets fat. Anyway, he sort of like Balrogged Sanguinius and busted him up when he was got his ass kicked and just flicked his whip out. And for the second time, Sanguinius literally broke his back over his knee because he's a fucking badass. And so they were one of the most loyal, I would say, next to the Ultramarines and Salamanders. Sanguinius was super loyal to the Emperor, to the point that when he first met the Emperor, fucking Star Wars now. But when he first met the Emperor, he bent his knee knowing who he was. He was, of course, the Emperor of Mankind. He bent his knee when he joined him and be given the 9th Legion, the Blood Angels. I can't remember their original name. I think they didn't actually change anything. So, after this, they went on the Great Crusade. And, of course, everything went swimmingly till Horus decided to throw his bitch fit. And he was pretty sure that Sanguinius would join him, because they were like best buds. And Sanguinius told him to fuck off. He said, no, not doing it. I'm not turning against my father. And all that jazz. And this came to a head on the Vengeful Spirit, where after battling through legions of traitor marines, Sanguinius finally got to Horus, and Horus was like super fucking souped up on chaos steroids. He was like big old tits and little balls because steroids fucked him up, and he got killed by Horus, obviously. Side note, the talent of Horus, which Horus actually has, the Blood Angels fucking hate it. They really do. Back in, I think it was 2nd and 3rd edition, maybe even 4th, but I know it was in the... But if Abaddon was on the table, the Death Company had to charge him. They had no choice. They literally had to charge Abaddon. So it was fun to have like lots of Death Company just go right on top of Abaddon and watch him try and kill them all. Some berserk motherfuckers. Horus also was aware of their vampiric nature, watching Sanguinius kill one of his own men to hide it from the Emperor, saying, I don't want my legion to be remembered by another empty plinth. That was kind of sort of nodding to the other two Primarchs that were lost. So after the Vengeful Spirit and Sanguinius got killed, after making a chink in Horus's armor so the Emperor could kill him, the Red First got worse and became the Black Rage, where they became super psychic. Now, the Red First is basically their vampires. They want to drink blood. They have a craving for blood. And it seems to make their lives longer as well, because the new Chapter Master, well, not new Chapter, Chapter Master at the moment is Dante, and he is over 1500 years old, to the point where Lysander, who was stuck in the warp for 500 years, says he can't actually remember time when Dante wasn't Chapter Master. So what happens then? Well, we'll go back to Black Rage. So when a Blood Angel becomes with a Black Rage, they get put into the Death Company. The Death Company are basically corn berserkers for the Emperor, and they are fucking bonkers. They literally just go straight for us, and all they can see is the Battle of Terror. They can't actually see what is in front of them, We don't see the battle. We see the battle of terror. We see heretics everywhere. We see traitors everywhere, and they just go berserk. And they feel the death cries. They see his Sanguinius's death through Sanguinius's eyes, and they're just absolutely balmy, batshit crazy. Only one person's ever come back from the Black Rage, and that is, of course, Mephiston, who is the super psycho. He's like Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan, Super God Super Saiyan, Superman had babies with Goku and Gohan, and there's a big orgy, and that's what Mephiston is like when he's just a fucking badass. He's strong as fuck. His psychic ability is beyond anything. He like took out shitloads of Tyranids on his own. Just like jumped into the middle and just fucked them all up. And he's the only one to come back from Black Rage, which is why he maintains the strength and ferocity of the Death Company, but he doesn't actually go all bonkers. The Martes is also one of the longest people with a Black Rage, but he's quite he's kept a lot of his mind too. They don't know why he's kept a lot of his mind, because they found this out when Astaroth was going to kill him and execute him, but he asked him to stay his blade with lucidity, and so he became in charge of the Death Company, and he's put in sarcophagus to sleep until they need him and he gets released. But he knows he's wavering more and more towards complete schizophrenic mentalness, frothing madman, rabid dog behaviour. So I want to this is worried, but he knows he's wavering. And of course, let's talk about Dante. Dante is 1500 years old. He is a fucking badass. He is absolutely fucking badass. To the point, he knows he's so old that these legends about him, these myths, he allows to stay because the magic legends help the people, this sort of thing. He has met the Sanguinor more times than he has seen the Sanguinor more times than any other chapter master. He has the chapter master. He's the only chapter master who the Sanguinor has spoken to, and Sanguinius won't let him die. At the end of the devastation of Bel, when the Tyranids attack, Dante, being the absolute fucking badass as he is, he went and attacked the Swarm Lord and basically Swarm Lord impaled him. And instead of dying, he sort of like grabbed the Swarm Lord's sword and just pulled himself towards it and then killed him with his own fucking axe. Like, it was epic. And then he was like, oh great, 1500 years old, I can fucking die now. And Sanguinius was like, yeah, well, fuck your luck, pal. You ain't dying. And he's like, no, please, let me die. I'm like 1500 years old, let me fucking die. And he's like, no, you got more work to do. And this is to what people think is Sanguinius's side of the Golden Warrior, that is to protect the Golden Throne at the last Siege of Terror and last Battle of Terror. And he's going to stand there and just take on all the Chaos Forces and die there. There's other rumours to it. Could be like it might be Custodi, not just Custodi, you know, one of those lazy fuckers, or no one knows. But the big rumour and the big thing is that a lot of the Blood Angels think it's Dante. His golden armour, which he wears, and everything, just seems like that. The last major battle, which I'll just touch on briefly, was of course when the Tyranids decided to attack Bel. And if you know anything about Tyranids, numbers never seem to be a bit of an issue, but Dante's skill as a tactician actually made the Hive Mind and the Norn Queen think about numbers. They actually it wasn't actually produced after a couple of months, a couple of weeks. The battle went on so long, and so many Tyranids died due to something called First Water. They could actually see that the bigger ones weren't. If there were bigger ones being produced, the smaller ones were very much less produced. They were really thinking about consumption and the numbers, and they hate Dante, and they hate the Tyranids. The Hive Mind hates Dante, absolutely. They diverted from a planet which was absolutely rich of life to Bel Secundus, which is a fucking radiated desert, just to kill the Blood Angels. That is how badass the Blood Angels are. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, hit the notification, leave a comment. do all the good stuff. There's links below, you know, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Goodbye.